welcome or welcome back. We are going on a hunt today to find the best matcha in New York City because we've done it in LA and now we have to do it in New York. And listen, it's quite harder than I thought to find the best matcha in New York. LA is a little bit easier, but you're gonna come along with me and we're gonna figure it out together. We're going to 5 different places today. We are ready. We are in a comfy outfit and I'm ready to rock. We have made it to stop number 1, Amore Cafe. I am gonna get the same order at every single matcha place so that we can review it correctly. There's a lot of specialty drinks that like every place has, but I feel like we're not gonna get a real test of the matcha flavor if it's mixed with like strawberry syrup, blueberry matcha, coffee and matcha. So we're sticking to the basics. This is an iced macadamia nut milk matcha latte with 2 packs of stevia, Truvia. I like Truvia or stevia as my sweetener choice. I used to be a honey girl, but something about the stevia, I don't know, it like brings out more of the matcha and you don't really taste like a sweetener. Instead, you just really taste the matcha with like an added boost of sweetness. The color is giving a 10 out of 10. It doesn't look too milky, it looks matcha-y. Cheers. Are you for real? I've been getting coffee at this place this whole time. The level of cold it is, because it's so hot in New York, this is like ice cold. I can taste the matcha coming down the throat, okay? Also, macadamia nut milk is like my superior milk choice, and I feel like it doesn't overpower the matcha. This is insane. Oh my god, I don't even know what to rate this. It's so good. This is genuinely one of the best matchas I've ever had in my life. If you know me, we're picky, okay? Point blank why this video has been so requested. I get DMs about this to this day, and I posted the first ever matcha hunt in LA almost 2 years ago. We're in New York, so why are we gonna miss the opportunity to do a hunt? Okay, we're gonna review this. I think we're gonna have to go 9.6. That's such a high score. That's literally such a high score. I actually think this is one of the best matchas I've ever had, and it is so cold. I hate when like they pour the ice at the top and then like you mix it and it's still hot. This is properly mixed. Usually like they have you stirring for an hour so like your matcha actually gets cold enough, but this was cold from the start. I don't know how we're supposed to review more now. This is like, how can you go higher from here? This is a 9.6. Did I say 9.4? 9.6. We're in the Lower East Side on Avenue A in 2nd. I already feel the caffeine rush. Some matchas like don't have the appropriate caffeine rush. This is perfect. You're not jittery, but look, right away, we're vibing, okay? If you're gonna come to one place, I haven't reviewed the others, but so far, this is insanely good and matcha-y. That's amore, that's amore. I got my caffeine fix, but maybe a little bit too much. Now I'm singing that's amore. I need to stop. Okay, next place. Have made it to the next stop, which is Cha Matcha. I feel like it was a need to come here because I went to Cha Matcha in LA when I first filmed this video, but Cha Matcha in New York has a lot more milk alternative options. They have coconut milk, macadamia nut milk. LA only has almond and oat, so I'm very excited. I got the same exact order, iced matcha macadamia nut milk latte with 2 packs of stevia. Everywhere is the same thing, and what I love is New York has so much macadamia nut milk everywhere you go. We're gonna give her a stir. I'll give you the real review. Cheers. Okay, well, I think they make their macadamia nut milk in-house. This tastes more like a milk drink. You don't really taste the matcha as much, which is usually the case at Cha Matcha. That's why sometimes at Cha Matcha I get double matcha, but we're reviewing this all equally, so I got the normal amount. It tastes more like milk. I don't feel like it's like a correct matcha latte. Maybe if you're like introducing yourself to matcha, start here, because it tastes more like a sweet treat than it does a matcha latte. I knew I was gonna be iffy about my score, but I just needed to come here. I'm gonna give this a 6.2. There's nothing wrong with it. There really isn't. It just tastes like milk. So I feel like I just can't review it correctly because the milk is so potent. A matcha latte anywhere you go is the same ratio of milk to matcha. So it really just is the matcha that they have. And Cha Matcha makes their own. And it's just not, it's not hitting. It's not strong enough for me. I came to the Flatiron location because it's like the biggest, the roomiest. There's a lot of people doing work inside. They make a really, really bomb matcha chai. But this just tastes like milk to me. I'm sorry, Cha. I'm sorry. It's very cute. Love the place. If you get double matcha, it does taste better. But this isn't where I would go if you're in New York City. I can't drink anymore. It's just milk. And we also have a lot of other places to review. On to the next. Okay, next stop, Not As Bitter. This place got a lot of buzz in the past like 3 weeks because they do a lot of like specialty like pistachio, strawberry matcha, and they're known for like coffee and matcha in every single drink. But what I did is I got the coconut matcha, which is coconut milk matcha. They also do espresso and simple syrup. I removed the simple syrup, removed the coffee, so it's just a coconut matcha latte, and then I added the stevia myself. I know it's not macadamia nut milk. They don't have. Give her a quick stir. The coconut milk is there. The coconut milk is delicious and the stevia really did add a lot to it, except for the fact it just tastes like coconut milk. I don't taste as much matcha as I should be tasting. The coconut milk is delicious. Same with Cha Matcha. I've realized this is a pattern. They make their coconut milk in-house and so does Cha Matcha make their macadamia nut milk in-house. Their milks are delicious. They're really, really good, but all you can taste when you order a matcha is the milk. The coconut milk is fantastic. Like, it's so refreshing, it's delicious, but there's no matcha flavor. If you told me this was just coconut milk with a little bit of sweetener, a hint of something else, I would rate it literally like an 8. But because we're supposed to rate the matcha and I barely taste the matcha, I actually don't taste it at all. I'm gonna have to rate this guy like a 6.6, but maybe a 6.4. You just don't taste the matcha. This is honestly upsetting, guys. It's easier to find better matcha in LA than it is in New York. Like, you have to know exactly where you're going and really test out the waters with matcha in New York. LA, like, it's like a lot of places, but like they still do a good job. Yet here in New York, it's a lot easier to find places with really trash matcha, and you have to like deep dive to find good matcha. So this is a 6.6. The coconut milk is delish. The trees are shedding right in my face because the wind is coming in my direction. But on to the next. I'm honestly losing hope. Nothing is tasting like matcha right now. I came to Yours Truly Coffee. I literally think I've been going there for 2 months straight. Like, it was one of the first coffee shops that I found that had a macadamia nut milk, and from there I always went. But I've never had their matcha, so we're gonna try it today. And they have macadamia nut milk. I put 2 packs of stevia. As you know, they don't have any logo on their cup. It's just like basic cups. They also use like bamboo straws, which I don't know how to feel. It tastes like milk to me. There's actually no matcha taste, and it sucks to say because they make one of my favorite iced lattes, like with coffee, in the city. To be fair, it's called Yours Truly Coffee. It's not called matcha by Yours Truly. I saw him like whisk it up. Like, I was excited. The color is definitely on the lighter green side, which kind of indicated right away it wasn't going to be strong on the matcha taste. We're gonna rate her. It's in the 6s again. I feel like a 6.5. I don't know, 6.4. I feel like it's all the same. Like 6.2 to 6.6 have been the last 3 matcha places because they don't taste like anything to me besides milk. The matcha is non-existent. 6.5. I'll see you at the next place. It better be the best thing ever because I am starting to get sad and disappointed. Iced matcha macadamia nut milk latte with stevia. It better be good. I bought their matcha powder. I make it at home and it's a 10 out of 10. However they're making it is a 6.8. You don't taste the matcha at all. It tastes like milk. This tastes like watered down milk. I make my matcha at home better with their products than they do in the store. There is one place in New York There's one place in New York with good matcha, and that is Amore Cafe. New York failed us. I reviewed 5 places and only one was good. 2025, we will get better matcha in New York. I'm gonna find a way. But if you get anything out of this video, go to Amore Cafe. Thanks for seeing New York's matcha for what it is. If you want matcha, go to Los Angeles. But I love you all the most. Have the best day. Have the best week. I will see you all next week.